Wike raises alarm over alleged plot to rig 2023 elections. Welcome to the news. As Nigeria closed 61 years on Friday, October 1st, Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, has raised an alarm over alleged plans to rig the 2023 general elections. He made the allegation on Sunday during the interdenominational church service in commemoration of the nation's independence anniversary at the St. Paul's Anglican Cathedral in Debu, Port Harcourt. Other countries are talking about how the election will be transparent. We are talking about how we plot to rig an election in 2023, the governor said. He also raised concerns why Nigeria is yet to adopt the electronic mode of transmission of election results. He believes Nigerians should have had a good reason to celebrate the country at 61 if the electoral system is made a little stronger by introducing electronic transmission of results. Transmit a result electronically to show the transparency, to show that really the person you are declaring won the election is the problem, he said. I thought by now we should be talking about how this country will be competing with other developed nations. The governor also lamented the societal ills in the country, blaming poor leadership for Nigeria's challenges. Wike therefore charged Nigerians to take personal responsibility to ensure that the values that we entrench better society are strengthened as the country marks 61 years of independence amid the socio-cultural problems and ethno-religious intolerance. According to him, it feels disappointing that Nigeria at 61 years is yet to have truly independent legislative and judicial arms that can check the excesses of the executive, especially in the management of finances. Speaking further, he lamented that the legislature is not playing its role of holding the executive to account. He took a swipe at the National Assembly for not checking the excesses of the federal government, especially with respect to excessive borrowings. Wike added, "What are we celebrating about? 61 years old? We have a Congress where anything goes. Where is the legislature? A legislature that cannot speak. A legislature where anything they bring is right. A legislature that cannot say that Nigeria has gotten to the age of conducting a free and fair election. A legislature that will close your eye anytime they bring money. Borrow, you borrow. Where are the courts? The courts have been intimidated. The judges have abandoned their responsibility out of fear of what will happen," Wike said. Why I believe that this should not be the issue now. It should not be the issue we are discussing. We are not meant to be discussing these elections now because there are so many matters on ground that we are supposed to be addressing. But still yet, for the fact that this has been made or this has been said, putting to mind that there is no politician in Nigeria that we believe, because they have all proven us wrong every time. You see your people saying this, saying all sort of things, acting like they have a conscience, and at the end of the day, they defect to a party where all sort of abominations is happening during their tenure. Now, this rigging of elections that is being said, Nigeria as a state can afford, and I repeat, can afford to fund the electronic way of election, this electronic election, where votes are counted electronically, not need to be hand counted. But no, what do? Instead, we prefer to stay with the old version so that Nigeria can keep plunging backwards and backwards and backwards. Why we are supposed to be in some areas we are supposed to be doing something right, with the same way these developed countries, we're supposed to be almost at the same place. But because of this particular election rigging, what happens? That government has already shown that they have nothing to offer. It's a big flap on their side. If you want to rule with fairness and justice, you should begin with it. It should not be something that will come secondary. It should be something that will come primary. Something that will be done from the scratch. But what do we see today? Ahead of 2023 elections, they're already discussing how it is going to be rigged. They are not even, what we are agitating about is not even their problem. Are Nigerians listening to this? It is not their problem at all. That we are saying that insecurity is affecting us all, it is not their problem. We are saying that the prices of goods and services are always on the high. It is always on the rise. It is not their problem. That the price of things are on the rise and salaries are not being increased. A common man or an average civil servant is being paid 30,000 naira as his basic salary at the end of a month. Tell me what that particular thing can get. If it's in that money that Nigerians will live, feed their families, plan to make their life better, send their words to school, feed them on a daily basis, make his own life better. We're not talking about that. We are not even talking about how the federal government or the sitting government has made a declaration that the Nigerian youth should not depend on them for creation of jobs. No, we are not saying that. We are not saying that. Rather, they are discussing how to impose another evil on Nigeria. And you keep saying people should not agitate. You keep saying people should not agitate. It can't happen. It cannot happen. This will only fuel the agitation, and it will keep coming in the direction that the government does not like. In fact, it's not that these people that are doing this thing, it is a source of consolation to them. No. But this is a fight for survival. I want to live. This is a fight for I want to live, and I want to live rightly. That is the fight. This agitation, it is not a thing of honey and milk. No. It's a thing of, I am bleeding and I am always being drained to death. I can no longer live like this. I will die if I continue. So I am fighting to live. That is what all this agitation is about. And I just hope that at the end of the day, everything doesn't go south. Because the way if we continue together, claiming unity, claiming Nigeria is united, Nigeria should not be divided. Should not be divided, I beg your pardon. Nigeria should remain indissoluble. The worst that we haven't seen, that has not ever been imagined, would happen. There is still time now for the federal government to call things to order. There is still time now for them to do things about the happenings in Nigeria, so that the people of Nigeria can enjoy peace and tranquility. On this note, the news comes to an end. Thank you all for tuning and listening, and enjoy the rest of your day.